Philip Brett. Mr. Speaker, the front page of the Belfast Telegraph on Saturday exposed once again for the world to see the sectarian and anti-British sentiment at the heart of the Ulster Boxing Council. It read the following, Mr. Speaker: "I lost out on boxing for my country because I was a Protestant." Mr. Speaker, if that headline had have read for any other minority community in Northern Ireland, there would have been justifiable outrage. The media, the chattering classes and political parties of all hues would have rightly lined up calling for resignations and reforms. But those, Mr. Speaker, who shout loudest on equality, on fairness and equitable opportunity seem to fall silent when it comes to the discrimination of Protestants and those of a British way of life here in Northern Ireland. Those words at the front of the Belfast Telegraph were not mine, Mr. Speaker, but of young Darrell Clark, boxing champion, who in 2022 was denied a place in the Northern Ireland Commonwealth team because he was a Protestant. That is not my finding, Mr. Speaker. That is the finding of the Equality Commission and of the courts here in Northern Ireland. The courts found that the Ulster Boxing Association changed their selection rules because they didn't want a Protestant to be picked to represent Northern Ireland. I want to take this opportunity to pay tribute to Darrell and to Paul Johnson from Monkstown Boxing Club, who for the past 2 years have been forced to go through the courts to seek redress for that young man. That young man had his life's ambition of proudly representing his country on the world stage denied to him because of one simple fact, the simple fact that he was a Protestant. He has been awarded a 5-figure settlement by the courts, and that, however, is welcome but will not replace the aim of representing his country. I today, Mr. Speaker, will be contacting the Department for Communities and Belfast City Council, who continue to pour millions of pounds into an organisation who seemingly don't want a Protestant about the place. Let me be clear. Others may be silent on the issue of discrimination against young boxers who want to represent Northern Ireland. I and this party, Mr. Speaker, will not.